Hey guys, this is Tranquil Flow with the anti-scam token team. Just got a video today covering Annular token for Annual Network, which is what the Telegram was called, or Annular. Yep. So this is an example of a soft exit scam. So today I'm just going to cover what a soft exit scam is. I'm going to take a critical look at the website and also take a look at the contract code to see if their claims in the website match up on the back end of things. So Annular token, or Annular. So right off the bat, we've got spelling errors. We've got inconsistent naming of what the token is called. And so that's just not a good sign. And throughout this website, you'll find a few different spelling and grammatical errors, which, it's a red flag. If you're trying to appeal to the English-based or English-speaking cryptocurrency community, then you need to have your spelling and grammar on point. Otherwise, it just doesn't look good. It's not professional. And I understand there are devs worldwide that are in this community that don't have English as their first language. That is completely fine. But you need to have that kind of thing checked before you release. So let's go through this. Annular token. Annual is a decentralized community token. The team only keeps 5%. And the remaining 95% is distributed to the community. It includes a blockchain dapp platform that can provide ERC20 deflation and a mortgage token, and is committed to building a self-recycling ecosystem. So, when I say mortgage, I'm not sure if they're using it in some context or use that I've never heard of, but for me, mortgage is a home loan. And I've never heard of a mortgage being anything but that. And this has no mention of home loans. It doesn't even try to continue that claim anywhere else. So, yeah, red flag. Decentralization. We are absolutely fair, decentralized, and decentralized. Okay. It's good to know they're double decentralized. We use Uniswap in exchange. Yes, they did. We lock in liquidity. Yes, they did. And ensure absolute security. I don't know how you can ensure absolute security. It just seems mumbo-jumbo-y. Community. Our work and coins are totally focused on the community. All Annual token holders have the right to vote on the project. We will check that in the code. We are willing to cooperate with social media and game companies who use Annual as a payment system to give full play to the use of Annual. What does that mean? Full play to the use value of Annual? Yeah, doesn't really make sense. Annular token and Annular, again, is it Annual or an Annular? Is it a plural maybe? I don't know. Is a community token that brings rights to everyone, not the creator of the token. Annual, at the same time, it has attributes of inflation and deflation, which means the market can adjust dynamically. And we will check this in the contract. Community, decentralization, fair play, dApps and applications, collaborations. All right. This is your dashboard, your dapp dashboard, your total stake, dividends, your stake, your tokens. And so another red flag was initially they made it so that your tokens were locked up for 30 days, which is it's a long time, especially for crypto. Now they did later change this to 3 days, I believe, after the community basically harassed them to change it. So they did actually respond and change that, but from my experience, the entire system is broken. I was unable to. I was into this token. Unfortunately, I didn't do my due diligence. I just FOMO'd in. Yeah, stupid, really stupid. So when I tried to use this, it was unresponsive basically. So all the tokens I did stake, they're worth nothing now anyway. So I don't mind if they're just locked up here forever. But I wasn't able to withdraw my dividends or unstake. I believe some people were, because I did see the total stake going down over time. But yeah. So questions and answers. What is Annual? It's an ERC20. Again, why is this not capitalized? It's not capitalized here either, but then here it is. It's an ERC20 deflationary token with a 5% handling charge for each transition and a mortgage function. For staking users, they will get the number of Annual proportional to the number of frozen tokens, blah, blah, blah. Why is there both inflation and deflation? So they say here, when it is used more frequently, it will reduce supply. Now, we'll look in the contract, but to me, this indicates like some kind of almost rebasing effect, like ample. Yeah, I'll get back to that. So about stake, dividends can be claimed once every 24 hours, blah, 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 30 days, and they didn't even update it after they changed. Then they have a contact section where they will presumably digitally everything that comes into that inbox, and you can subscribe, and they've got some links to stuff that is not working anymore. So that's their website. Look, okay, this is I use a domain age checker, put in the website. It was created on the 4th of August, and we can see that's when it was created. So it was created the same day they released it. All these graphics and stuff like that, yeah, it looks like a nice-ish website, you know, but like these are all like, you know, you can just buy these for pretty cheap online and just throw it in. Probably most of this is just a template, to be honest. So let's take a look at the back end and see if their claims are true. So I've gone to Uniswap.info, gone to Annular, and you can see, so initially they did have a really big spike. It's not shown here properly. And then, because, you know, there's only updates once a day, so it went up really high, came down, and then it just bled out, and bleed. That's the soft exit scan for you, you know, just bleeds out and dies, and, well, never properly dies, you know, just kind of lingers on painfully. So yeah, I've gone to view Etherscan, and then we will go to the contract. You can see it is verified, so this contract we're seeing here is the same that I have deployed to the Ethereum blockchain. So we've got the Safe Math library, which is very standard. It's a callable interface. This is setting all the fees and stuff like that. So this is a transfer fee, fee to the pool, 2% destroy. So this is the burn rate. So like every time there's a transaction, there is a burn. And then we've got some other stuff for, you know, your dividends and stuff like that. And then we go down. This is all pretty standard stuff. These are the functions they're using. So these functions allow, so they can see set all these things. So this means the admin, so the message center has to be the admin. It means the admin can at any time change any of these limits. And then, you know, stake and unstake, collect your tokens, reinvest your tokens, and distribute tokens. So we're just going to go to, first claim. They claimed it was I'll go back, I'll show you. So they claimed it was inflationary and deflationary. Where was that? Yep, inflation and deflation. So, inflation. Let's do a quick search. So there's no mint function. So there's basically, I mean, inflation is, you know, more of a thing being created, which dilutes the value of that thing. So generally, with crypto, that's minting more tokens, and there's no mint function. So I mean, there's no inflation. I mean, you do earn rewards from staking, but that's not inflation. That's just staking rewards from other people. You're basically taking other people's, you know, stake, and you get a bit of that. So that's false. Deflation. So there was no rebasing that I could find in this contract. The only burn that's happening, they don't call it burn, do they? They call it destruction. So, I'll go back. So, you know, this is the destruction fee, so 2%. This is setting the destruction fee. Yep. So, destruction amount. So we can see that this is in the transfer function. So anytime a token is moved around, this is called upon. So the destruction amount is equal to the tokens multiplied by the destruction rate, which is 2%, divided by 100. So basically, they're taking however many tokens you have, divide by 100, and then multiply that by the destruction rate, and that gives you your overall destruction amount. Hopefully that makes sense. So, yeah, I mean, they do have deflation in the sense that they're burning on transfer, so that's correct, I guess. They also claimed that you could vote. This is so vote, and there's nothing about governance. And I mean, I looked through this, and there's just nothing to do with any kind of governance or voting mechanics on here. Maybe they plan to do something off the blockchain, but then how do you verify that the person is holding the tokens? A bit tricky. So false. I'm going to claim that was a false one. What else did they claim? They claimed 5%. Yep. So they said the team only keeps 5%, and the remaining 95% is distributed to the community. So let's check that. So we'll go here, and we'll go to the holders. So this is actually the dev account, and I'll show you how you can check that. So you go to transfers, you go to last, so you're going to the very start of everything. So they minted 21 million tokens, and then they sent, so I'll check this transaction, they sent it to the Uniswap address, and you can see that they've added they've added liquidity, Ethereum liquidity. So you can see they sent Ethereum, and they sent Annular tokens. So they sent 20 mil, and then this address kept the 1 mil. So I mean, just first of all, that's not 5%. It's slightly off. They mess up the maths. It would be 19 mil for liquidity, 1 mil for themselves. I think that's right. Yep, quick maths. So, so what's interesting is that they actually didn't move their tokens from this address. So what does that mean? Well, it means either the team actually wanted to make this real and just lost interest, or, in my opinion, more likely is they are one of these first initial buyers. So, I mean, yeah, that would be my guess. There was one of these initial buyers, and they just sold off. For instance, if we go to, let's go to this one, to this address. So this address is like the second buyer, and they sold within an hour, quite a few. They actually ended up buying more, is that correct? Wow, yeah, so they ended up buying more, and then they just dumped a hell of a lot more. And the thing is, like, the price of the token really spiked initially. What happened is it was pretty crazy. The amount of people in the Telegram channel was just blowing up. And so they probably bought in really quickly, and then they sold within like an hour or two, flipped it, made a good profit on it. And you can see they bought some more, and they just dumped everything. So in my opinion, that's probably one of the team members doing that. They know when they're deploying, so they can quickly get in, and then they quickly get out. So another thing they claimed is liquidity was locked. So here we go. So this is you can see they are depositing a token to this contract. And this is indeed a proof of liquidity contract. So they did send tokens to the liquidity lockup contract. So that was true as well. Like I said, that's just further proof that having liquidity locked is not a guarantee. It's just one in what should be many securities you should be looking into. So I guess that's kind of everything from the back end. I just want to also talk about what happened on Telegram, because obviously that's where a lot of the action happens. So what ended up happening is that there's only one developer. So there wasn't a team. It was just one guy responding. He was slow to respond, and he often responded in quite broken English, which again is not necessarily an indication of scam. Just you want a community. When you're engaging with these communities, you want someone that can engage with the community, you know, be able to respond back properly. So they were slow to respond, and they also ignored all the FUD that people were bringing up. And, you know, I can understand sometimes there's some really uncritical FUD. People just bring up stuff that's been answered already, or they're just trying to FUD to get a better price. But I'm a personal believer that you should address the FUD, because why not? You know, if you're legit, you've got nothing to really hide in that manner. So, yeah, again, red flags. And then another thing that happened was once all this FUD started coming in, the Telegram channel just got bombarded with bots that would just come in and join, and it just flooded out all the FUD. And so this gives the, like, you know, to someone that's not looking at this critically, they see all these people joining, they see the price pumping, there's a lot of FOMO being built. And that was what it was all about. That FOMO, that initial spike, people selling off at the high, presumably the devs as well. And then there's a crash, and then that slow bleed out, and eventually it's dwindled to like almost nothing. And with the Telegram, how you can check that it is a bot is you click on the profile, the name of the profile, and just see what groups they're in. If they are in the crypto community, generally people are in a lot of tokens, or at least a handful of tokens, you know, and maybe some networks that you're a part of. So if you see if you see a lot of people joining, and the only group that you have in common is the tokens Telegram channel, not a good sign. So that was most definitely some Telegram bots that just joined, help pump up the FOMO. So look, that's everything, I think. You've given a pretty good overview of the website and the contract. So to summarize, the website is kind of dodgy. There's spelling and grammar errors, even on the very main top banner. They make some bogus claims. Some of them are true. Some of them are not true when you look at the back end. Some of their claims are just, you know, gibberish designed to try to confuse people with, you know, stuff they don't understand. And on the Telegram channel, the devs built a lot of FOMO. There's a lot of people joining, and they had lots of bots come in. They mostly ignored the FUD and didn't respond very well, and then went silent. They haven't been seen. Telegram says they have been seen the last month, which I believe means anywhere from over a week to under 1 month. So in my opinion, this is most likely, this is definitely a scam. I'd be highly surprised if they come back and actually put out a real product or do something. If they do, I'm really, really sorry. But hopefully you can understand why I think this is a scam. And hopefully you got something out of this and enjoyed this video. You know, I'm going to keep doing some more scam analysis. Always up for suggestions. So hit us up. So this is Tranquil Flow with the Anti-Scam Token team. Stay safe out there, guys. And until next time, take care. Bye.